All right, David Wilson, battle tested. Let me go over some things real quick. First, I'm a newbie at this, so one of the things I really need from everybody is subscribe, like, share, comment. All that stuff helps the algorithm, so I actually get more hits. It just helps me promote this whole thing. It's awkward for me to ask for that stuff, but I guess it's necessary because I see people that are really good at this and they all ask for it. So here I am. Subscribe, like, share, comment. Help me do this thing. Okay, so I was pointed out by a friend of mine, Lynette, that not everybody understands the muscles. I take it for granted because I've been doing this for long. It just seems natural that they would, but that's not really the truth. I try to make a point of my videos are primarily for the beginner, for the newbies, the average person. There's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of really good people out there, but it's set for the elite. Some of that training is very high caliber, set for the very elite. I try to dumb these down so those of us that are just doing this for fun, and those of us that are here just to look good naked, get our information, access the science, and make the most of it. Okay, so I'm really going to break down the muscle really simple, make it easy to understand. The muscle is made up of two different cells. There's what they call red or white, or fast twitch or slow twitch. The red muscle, the fast twitch, is primarily built for explosive strength moves. The white slow twitch is built for endurance. So ideally, in a perfect world, if you wanted to get the most of everything in that muscle, you would do one rep, one set of 100% taxing that muscle, taxing that red fast twitch muscle. That's it. One rep, one set, that's what you do. If you hit 100%, that's what you do. The reality is nobody can do 100%. Muscle is so strong, you'll literally rip tendons and ligaments from the bone. You can literally break the bone. The muscle is so strong. Most people travel at a strength-wise at a 60 to 75% range of what their muscle can actually do, and lower if you're not trained that high. That's talking to somebody that's actually trained that muscle. There's a lot of things that the elite powerlifters and strength lifters do to push back there's mental limits. Your body will only let you do so much so you don't damage yourself. But that is also most muscles are consistent of the red muscle cells. They're the biggest muscle, they're the best gene or the best cell for hypertrophy, for growth. And so primarily you do want to lift heavy. The white slow twitch is, again, in a perfect world, you would do 100 reps of whatever move and increase your endurance effect. Real world, that's not going to happen. That's why we break it down into doing multiple sets and multiple reps. Again, because it is of the white twitch, the white slow twitch, primarily 3 to 4 sets. I wouldn't go over that much more because it's mostly trying to get that muscle as many reps as you can. If you could do 25 in the 30 range, 3 sets, that's 90 reps. That's your 90 reps right there. As far as the fast twitch goes, you want to do explosive, heavy strength moves. That's what's going to increase that cell, make it grow. Again, you're not going to be able to do 1 rep and just kill it in 1 rep or 1 set. Won't happen. You can't do it enough. So what you want to do is try to do it in multiple sets, multiple reps, to try to break that to complete failure. Because it is such a predominantly big part of the muscle that that's where you're in a place where you're going to get into 4 and 5 sets, but lower reps, and then maybe the 8 to 10 range. And what I've done over the years, what I feel is the best place is a cross between those two. There's a certain place where you want to use the maximum weight you can and stretch that for as many reps as you can. I don't really push to failure anymore. I work out by myself. I don't have a spotter, but I come as close to that as possible so I can exhaust that muscle as much as I can. Again, it's the same thing with my high rep set. You saw what I did the other day. I try to do enough reps to build out that burn, that lactic acid, to expand that muscle as much as I can, get as much blood flow as much as I can. That is how you're going to increase that hypertrophy. I have become a big believer in trying to get the most out of as little as I can. The old days, I was all about volume. I'd do a lot of volume. The chest is basically two muscles. You have the, I couldn't do the upper and lower. I can't think of the exact names right now. Um, Basically, if you could do that in one movement, work this part, one movement, work this part, that's all you need. You don't need these multiple 15 exercises, 15 sets, 20 reps. You don't need that. You're going to break down the muscle and you're not going to have a place for repair. Okay, again, I'm old school. Find it hard to wrap my head around this rest, taking time off. It's hard for me to wrap my head around. So important. You don't grow in the gym. You grow when you're resting and eating. When you're getting your sleep, when you're getting your food, that's where you grow. The gym is basically just breaking you down. So when you do that excessively, you're not going to give the muscle time to repair, not going to give the muscle time to heal. You're going to end up damaging yourself. And that's not what we want to do. So it's a lot of that precarious place of breaking down the muscle, damaging the muscle as much as possible, and you're getting plenty of time to recuperate and heal. Even with the high reps, because you're not going to break it down as dramatically, you could probably do a lot more, not in the gym, but maybe closer between exercises. If you did, like I do chest, shoulders, back on my high reps day, if I did that, I could probably do that in 3 days and be fully repaired, fully recovered, because you're not going to tear that muscle down like you do with heavy. Those heavy days, you need plenty of time to recuperate. Again, that is why I do my high reps days. My high reps days, I'm not tearing down the muscle the same way, and it's all about blood flow, recuperation, and healing. So I do have almost a week between, my heavy workouts. I stay between the 3 to 4 sets. Okay. Again, I'm not doing multiple exercises. I do a little bit more. I do an extra 2 sets for my upper chest. That is a weak point for me. That is the weak point for everybody. You want to bring that full chest in, try to isolate it as much as possible. So I do a couple extra sets for that. But even with that, I'm not doing a lot of sets for my chest. I will do an incline, 3 to 4 sets, a decline. I don't do decline bench anymore. I do a decline fly, and I do it on cables. I'm going to show you my heavy workout in a couple days here. In fact, maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I'm going to work out with a friend. Maybe we'll try to put up some video and get some of that. And then I'll come back and do one more finishing move for the upper chest. Really try to isolate. Really try to, again, a cable fly where I really try to squeeze that upper chest. Same as shoulders. I don't do a lot of exercises. Again, I don't work my front delt. So I'll do 4 sets for the side delt, 4 sets for the rear delt. That's it. Try to take those 4 sets, that movement, take it to as far as I can to exhaustion, failure, so that muscle can be torn down and then recuperates. You don't need a lot more. I might do, if I feel so, I might maybe cut back my sets and do a couple sets of another exercise just to keep my mind stimulated as far as enjoying the exercise, as far as enjoying my workout. But there's not necessary to do 5 sets here, 5 sets of dumbbell rows, and 5 sets of that, and 5 sets of that. There's no need, because we're going to try to focus on our form, make it tight, control your form, control your weight, make it the most out of the movements as much as you can so they're productive. I think that's about it. Hopefully I covered everything. All right, David Balson, Battle Tested. Let's look good naked.